For any startup, the initial years, they are full of challenges. What did you do to overcome the said challenges?
So I think there have been primarily two values which as Log9 and the team that we have has sort of taken with them since our inception. One is resilience. Building a company, that too in the hardware space in India, was something which was supposed to be a legacy big boy game, but doing it at as a startup with limited capital, patience and resilience was very much needed to overcome any challenge that comes towards you. Be it waiting for capital to come in, be it waiting for a product to mature into something that can be put out in the market. So these were so resilience was one of the major virtues that we had. Secondly, I think agility. So unlike software, hardware takes time to change. But if you look at the EV or the energy market, the markets are evolving very fast. The products are changing, evolving, getting better every year on year. So what we have as so basically one of the qualities that Log9 has, that people say that we build hardwares like software. So the time of product maturity is pretty fast, and that agility has helped us in evolving our products depending on what market required. And that is one of the major, I think, reasons why Log9 has been able to scale from that IIT Roorkee lab to today a 300 people team.
Okay. Just a small follow-up based on the challenge. So when we speak about EV batteries, disposal is a very big issue. Still is. How do you plan on overcoming?
Sure. So point one, the batteries that we make primarily are batteries which can live for 20-30 years. So the life cycle is pretty long compared to normal battery packs which are in the market, conventional battery chemistries. Our chemistries can live for 20, 25, 30 years. But secondly, we do understand that a bigger chunk of this EV market is actually also using cells which might go bad within 3 years, 2.5 years, which we're seeing in the market today also. Batteries go bad within 2.5 years. So we also invested in a battery recycling company called Metastable Materials, which the idea of which is to nurture that circular ecosystem of recycling these battery packs at the end of life and then leveraging those materials, lithium, nickel, aluminium, cobalt, etc., right back into our cell line and make cells. So the idea is that eventually the concept is called urban mining. So if we don't have ores inside India of making lithium ion cells, then why not recycle the battery pack and take out those materials and ultimately again use it? Yeah, we do. We still have to see, but yeah, hopefully we do.
Correct. How do you see the sector evolving this year and going forward also?
So the EV sector, if you see, that has actually grown very significantly in the last 3 years. To be honest, in 2016-17, when we were thinking of putting or forming a company around clean energy, it was not the trend word at that time. Even investment, funding, capital was very rare in this sort of industry. But I think in the last 3 years, the market has changed. The market has seen that businesses build around hardware products which also have a purpose, specifically in the clean tech space, are there to stay for long. And now the markets are mature in the sense that, we've seen a lot of more hardware companies getting funding in, clean energy companies getting investment in. Both because investors have realized that there is a bigger moat or barrier to entry for companies in this sector, hardware plus clean energy. Secondly, consumers have become a lot aware with what they're using. Consumers have started, we are seeing, for example, plant-based meat. We're seeing EVs at scale. All of these sectors have the sort of difficulties we faced 5 years back. I don't see those challenges today for startups in this sector, at least because people are more aware and capital is more available.
Okay. Last question. What are your future plans for growth and what can we expect from you in 2023?
So, multiple things. We actually are also inaugurating India's biggest cell line in Bangalore this month, in April itself. This financial year, there'll be a lot of firsts for this country, not only for Log9, from Log9 though. You will see first set of vehicles in the country running on indigenized cells, made right from material to battery pack, all in India. Today, most of these cells are imported. All of these cells are imported actually from China, etc. But for the first time in India, there'll be vehicles running right from the material or the coating till the battery pack, all indigenously made.